Well, I've had this motorcycle, my Rebel 500, for the past 7 months, and I put more than 7,000 miles on this very motorcycle. And there are things that I love and hate about it. I'm gonna tell you all those things, but first I'm gonna finish my coffee, and then we're gonna hop on the bike and go for a ride, and I'll tell you guys all about the things I love and hate. Until I finish my coffee, let's roll the intro. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video. If you're new here, I'm MA Jafari, and this is my 2023 Rebel 500 SC, a special edition, despite all the beautiful things. This video, I'm gonna tell you all the things I love and hate about my Rebel 500. I had this bike for 7 months and I have more than 7,000 miles. And after 7 months, I finally want to talk about all the things I love and hate about it. Let's gear up, get on the bike, and go for a ride together. Prime it up and start her up. The bike is pretty warm because I've been riding, and I told myself, let's make this video. I think I'm going to talk about the things I hate first. Why did this open? I have no idea. Alright, let's jump into it. Let's go left. The first thing I hate about this motorcycle, even though it gets an amazing gas mileage, 50-ish to be exact, is the size of the gas tank. 2.9 gallons does not cut it. If you want to go for a trip or something, it's not enough. 2.9 gallons gets you only 130 to 140 miles of range, and if you are, for example, going to a city that is 170 miles away, aka Ocean City, for the bike week, you have to stop at least once to get some gas on your bike. So that's the first thing I hate about it. And speaking of highway speeds, and speaking of going to a trip, the second thing that I absolutely hate about, and it's like a love and hate situation, is how uncomfortable this motorcycle can get. No cars? No cars. Even though I've changed my seat to a Mustang seat from the stock seat, if you haven't watched that video, it's gonna pop up in the banner link in the description. It still gets a little cramped and uncomfortable after riding for more than an hour. The way you sit is like this. When you hunch over, it creates this little triangle on your hips and legs that is not a good feeling. And usually my bottoms go to sleep or my legs go to sleep, and I start having a pain altogether. But those are all okay because you have to stop to get some gas because you run out of gas, and that was the first problem and second problem altogether. So you can stretch a little, and I mean, it might be a good thing, but I hate it, and it's not the best thing ever. Oh my god, I miss riding so much. I didn't ride this motorcycle for 3 weeks, almost a month, and I missed every single second of it. It's been such a blessing to have weather like this. Alright, let's go. The third thing that it's a love and hate situation, which I'm kind of like proving myself wrong at this point, is the power. It does have good amount of power to get up and go, but when you're in highway, for example, and you're trying to take over or dodge a problem, maybe it's just me after 7 months growing out of this motorcycle, but it feels like it doesn't have, I mean, it doesn't have, it's a 560 motorcycle, only 26 horsepower. It feels like it doesn't have enough power for me to, like, for example, keep up with my brother or father with the Rebel 1100. So in that aspect of it, I kind of hate it, but it should be fine for someone who's literally just picking up this bike as a first bike. For me, it was fine for the first 2 months until everyone else got 4 cylinders and 1100 cc's and all those faster motorcycles. But right now I feel it to be underpowered. That's why I kind of do want to change it to something better. Even though it is being sold as a cruiser motorcycle, it is not really a cruiser. I mentioned how uncomfortable it gets after an hour and a half of riding, and one of the other things that is caused for that is that the gearing of this motorcycle is not really set towards that much of highway riding. What I mean is that because of the 500cc engine and because of all the gearing, when you're doing a highway speed of 70 miles an hour, it gets pretty loud and it vibrates too much, which can be fixed, don't get me wrong, but at the same time it's not that pleasant to ride for hours. Again, it's something that everyone is different. I did change my exhaust, might be the cause of this problem myself, but at the same time, if they designed this bike to be a cruiser, they could have... Oh, hello there. Nice, that's a cruiser right there. This is not. If they made this bike to be a cruiser, they could have at least changed the gearing somehow that you don't feel that uncomfortable when you ride on the highway. One more thing. I hate that this bike doesn't have any riding modes or a better display. All it shows is your total mileage, which is, again, look at this, 7,044 miles. Your trip A, B, gas mileage, trip L, gas mileage, trip B, and an average mile per gallon, and that's it. That's all it shows. It doesn't have enough information, doesn't have riding modes, doesn't have cruise control. It's 2024 now, 2023. A lot of bikes had cruise controls, and this could have benefited from cruise control or like different riding modes, because as I mentioned, it's been raining or snowing. Even though it was cold, if it wasn't cold and I had, like, for example, a rain mode, I would have gladly taken this motorcycle to work and back, because I would have known that I'm a little more comfortable, a little more safe with, for example, the rain mode. But it doesn't have it, and that's a shame for a 2023 model motorcycle. I hope they come up with something better, something that is more intuitive in respect to riding modes and display and everything, coming year or next year at least. But okay, now it's enough of the hate word. Let's talk about the things I love, which is not just one or two. I absolutely love this bike, even though I just spent a few minutes talking about all the things I hate. I absolutely love this motorcycle. This is my first bike, and even though after a few months I grew out of it, every now and then I think about and rethink about my decision, and I made the right choice to pick up this motorcycle. The fact that it's light, it's maneuverable, it's nimble, I can just get on it and go anytime that I want, because it's a Honda, it's a reliable motorcycle, it's a reliable machine. And even though I did complain about the power, the underpowerness, it does surprise me sometimes how easy it is to get to the highway speeds. What I said I hate is maintaining the highway speeds and going a little higher than that. But what I love about it is how easy it is to get to those highway speeds. Do you think I can just, park the bike right? No, I don't like it being going down. Maybe there? I just want to take a photo. Alright. I absolutely love this motorcycle, as I mentioned, because it's reliable. And it's an amazing first bike. It's really easy to learn on this motorcycle, especially when you just got your license and you're trying to get a motorcycle. The seat height being so low, this motorcycle being so light, it's so easy to get more confident. I've put 7,000 miles, I can speak for that. I've taught a lot of my friends. Fadad, for example, he got his Rebel 1100 2 months after I bought this motorcycle, but he practiced on this motorcycle. I've taught a lot of my other friends how to ride motorcycles on this very bike, because of how easy it is to get on it and go and learn, especially learn how to ride it. Let's get back on the bike and let's go, because I don't want to be standing here. And being so easy to ride is the thing that I absolutely love about it. Anywhere under an hour riding this Rebel 500 is a blast. Going to see a movie, getting on this bike and go to the movie theater is just absolutely amazing. And that's why I love it. That's why there's like a love and hate situation with the comfort and power and everything. So I could say things I hate and things I love, but at the same time they're kind of intertwined together, because those things I hate I absolutely love, and those things I love sometimes I hate. Especially like the underpowerness of this motorcycle, especially when I go out with either my brother or Fadad, with them having more than 80 horsepower on their bikes. It's just easier for them to get to the speeds and maintain the speeds and go hard on those speeds. But again, it's not a race bike, it's not a super sport bike, it's just a cruiser, which you can cruise, but not that much cruise. So what I'm trying to say is that despite all the things I hate, I still love everything else that this bike offers to me. Okay, this is a nice spot. I'm gonna stop and finish this video with that view. Alright, just take this view in, Potomac River, looking beautiful. So again, there are things I hate, but I absolutely love everything else about this. The being is so light, so maneuverable, easy to get on, easy to ride, easy to teach people how to ride, easy to get more confidence. It's absolutely amazing around corners too. I've been taking it to my fair share of corners in the mountains, on the different roads, and it never has disappointed me. So I think overall I do love this bike, but I do want something more powerful. But I can't decide. Should I keep it? Should I sell it? You guys let me know in the comment section down below. I guess this video turned from the things I love and I hate about this bike to getting some advice from you guys as a viewer if I should keep it or sell it. I don't know. Maybe I should stop thinking about it and ride it more and enjoy it more. But while I'm doing that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about this motorcycle, the Rebel 500 SC, let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like this video if you haven't already. We finally broke 1,000 subscribers. I'm pretty happy about it. We're just gonna go higher and higher from here. Thanks again for watching. As always stay amazing. See you guys in the next one. Peace. So good.